Good morning all. I am Devika, Assistant Professor of Commerce, A.D.M.COLLEGE for Women, Nagapattinam. Let us see the functions of marketing. Before see functions of marketing, let us see the meaning of market. The word market is derived from a Latin word mercatus, means to trade, commerce, merchandise, etc. A place where business is transacted. The common usage of market means geographical place where goods are bought and sold. Here, the common usage of geographical place where the goods are bought and sold is a medium or place to interact and exchange goods and services. In simple words, we used to mean market as a meeting place of buyers and sellers in a particular area called market. So, market is a place where buyers and sellers meet together in order to function. Goods and services are offered for sale and transfer. The title of ownership occurs. Hence, market is aggregate of potential buyers for a product or service. Let us see the definition. According to the author Pyle, market includes both place and region in which buyers and sellers are in free competition with one another. Here they used to transfer the title of the goods in exchange for money. Next, author Clark and Clark defines market as a center or an area in which the forces leading to exchange of title to a particular product operate and towards which the actual goods tend to travel. So here the goods are transferred from the hands of the buyers to the hands of the sellers. Next one is meaning of marketing. Here marketing is a total system of interacting business activities designed to plan, price, promote and distribute the want-satisfying products to the present potential customers. So here marketing has become a common phenomenon in the context of our day-to-day life in every human being. It is a function which has evolved and has taken the center stage in the business in order to stay alive in the market. Let us see the definition for marketing. Marketing is concerned with the people and the activities involved in the flow of goods and services from the producer to the consumer. So this is defined by the American Marketing Association. So here marketing includes those business activities which are involved in the flow of goods and services from production to the consumption process. Next, the objectives of marketing. The main objectives of marketing is to satisfy the human needs and wants, and number two, to maximize the profit. Here, in order to achieve the target which is considered to be the maximization of profit, the marketing process is essential. Number three, to develop marketing field in different aspects. Next one is to effective distribution of the products to the consumers or the buyers. Next one is to find sources for further information, market problems. There will be different problems which may be arising from the process of production to the process of consumption. In that circumstance, what are the different marketing problems that is also should be evaluated and satisfied, and they have to overcome those problems. Then last one is to take appropriate action in the course of action in the process of production to the consumption process. Next one is importance of marketing. It enables the marketers to know the taste and preferences of the customers and accordingly make the products. As a result, they are able to sell the product easily to the consumers or the buyers. Next one is to fulfill the needs of the buyers by giving them what they want. The buyer get their money's worth. Number three, innovations in marketing have given the buyer superior goods at affordable prices. Next one is marketing today has developed to such an extent that the buyer are able to get international brands of goods at their doorsteps. Next one is, in the past, the buyer had to buy what was available. The growth of marketing has now given the buyers very many alternatives. The buyers are now in position to select the best among the many alternatives from the competitive products. Next, it has eliminated the outdated or obsolete products over the years, and it has updated the technology in tune with the needs of the buyers. Next one is, it helps the marketers in the matter of selection of right promotional tool. The next one is, it also guides the manufacturers in selecting the correct channel of distribution for their products in distributing the products to the ultimate buyers. Next one is, marketing provides employment opportunities to many. There are brokers, commission agents, truck operators, salesmen, copywriters and others who are engaged in the field of marketing to distribute the products to the ultimate buyers. The next one is marketing has certainly converted yesterday's luxuries into today's necessities. Goods that were once considered beyond the reach of the common man are now common household items. Next, let us see what are the functions of marketing. The marketing functions has been divided into three, namely functions of exchange, functions of the physical distribution, and last one, facilitating functions. In case of functions of exchange, it has been categorized into four, namely buying, assembling, selling, and exchange information. Then functions of physical distribution is of having two basic concepts wise, transportation and warehousing. Then last one is facilitating functions involves four steps, namely financing, risk taking, standardization, and service supports. Now let us see what are the different aspects related to the functions of exchange where the producers or the manufacturers used to sell the products or move the products to the ultimate buyers. So here buying is the first step. So buying is one of the major function as retailers or even wholesalers buys the goods from the producers to sell it to the customers. There were cases where even organization buy goods from a place who produces at a very competitive cost and sell it in the market. There are different types of buying. In that buying, number one is concentrated buying, where the buyers used to buy it from the large sellers, where they used to select one particular seller and from those persons they used to buy the product. That is called as concentrated buying. Next one is hand to mouth buying. It is otherwise called as conservation buying, where they are supposed to buy the products according to the current needs of the buyers. They will not buy the goods in large or lot quantities. Next one is reciprocal buying. In case of reciprocal buying, the buyers and sellers buy the products and sell the products mutually. That is called as your reciprocal buying. Next one is diversity buying and period buying. Diversity buying means they used to buy the products from different or large sources of sellers. Whereas period buying means they used to buy the products either weekly or daily or fortnightly or monthly, etc. So once according to the period, if the buyers or the customers used to buy the products, that is called as period buying. Next one is buying by requirement. According to the requirements, if the buyers or the consumers used to purchase the products from the wholesalers or from the producers, then it is called as buying by requirements. Then buying by description. So in case of buying by description, the buyers or the users used to buy the commodities by means of seeing the description which has been given by the manufacturers or the sellers. Next one is buying by samples. In case of buying by samples, normally the users or the buyers used to buy the products by means of seeing the samples which has been given by the sellers or the producers. Next one is forward buying. In case of forward buying, which is otherwise called as a speculative buying, where they used to buy the commodities according to their needs and they used to see the quality related with the product and they used to buy it from the different sources of sellers. From that, they used to select the best one which fulfill their needs according to the price or quality, etc. The next one is buying by inspection. Here in case of buying by inspection, the buyers inspects the quality related with the product or the taste or preferences and they used to buy the commodity, then it is called as buying by inspection. Last one is contrast buying. In case of contrast buying, they used to buy the products by means of selecting one particular seller from large number of sources and they used to buy the products continuously. That is called as your contrast buying. Here they will not buy the products continuously from a single seller. That is called as your contrast buying. Next comes as assembling. In case of assembling, the bigger and technical products sometimes need to be assembled by the marketer either at a point of sale or even in the customer's place. In that circumstance, most of the automobile firms' components to assemble them into a car that is offered in the market in the brand name. In that circumstance, that particular process here is referred to as assembling process. Next comes selling. In case of selling, most important function as the firms rely on marketing department or marketers to sell their product to earn revenues. So here the very basic purpose of making profits rests on the selling function. There are different types of selling just like that of buying here. In that case, the number one is sale by sample, sale by description and sale by inspection. Sale by sample means they used to sell the commodities by means of giving sample sachets or sample packets to the buyers, and through that they used to increase the sales volume. Sales by description means they used to sell the commodity by means of giving the description related with the product, either the number of quantity, quality, or it may be related with the different informations related to the usage of the product, etc. If they used to sell it, then it is called by sale by description. Sale by inspection means just like that. Here they used to inspect the quality or the taste related with the product and they used to sell the commodity, then it is called as sale by inspection. Next one is information. Here exchange of information between customer and organization is very important for the success of the product, as well as the marketing department tries to bridge the gap between the customers and the organizations by facilitating exchange of information between them through the channels. So in that circumstance, to identify the needs and the demands of the consumers and then analyzing the identified information to arrive at various decisions for the successful marketing of a firm's products and services. One of the most important functions of marketing is used in market segmentation. So here they are supposed to collect the information related with the market. Why? Because they must know what is the demand related with the product. They have to collect the data, make a research, and they have to analyze whether there is continuous demand for the product. So in order to withstand in the market for a longer period, they are supposed to collect the market information and know whether they are having a favorable result or they are not having a favorable result. Then only it will be possible for them to achieve the target continuously. Then next comes the second main function is related with physical distribution. So after production function has been over, they are supposed to distribute the products physically to the ultimate consumer. So in that circumstance here, the main aspect related with the physical distribution is transportation. So in order to shift the commodities from the place of production to the place of consumption, transport plays a vital role. Here transporting the goods is all considered one of the main functions of marketing of the products. Produced by the firm needs to be transported to the customers through the marketing channel or even directly in case of industrial goods like the plant machineries, etc. So in the shifting of the goods to the places where there is no demand to the places where we are having more demand for production, in that circumstance this transportation plays a vital role. Now there are different types of transport used for the purpose of distributing the products physically. In that circumstance, the first is land transport, which is related with road transport and rail transport. In that road transport, we are having headloads, pathways, bullock carts, lorries, tractors, auto rickshaws, etc. In case of rail transport also, we used to shift the commodities which is of having a bulk nature. Then number 2 is water transport, where we used to shift the commodities through international water transport or inland transport, ocean transport or canal transport, etc. The next one is airways. Through airways, we used to have just like that of water transport here, domestic airways and international airways. Because if you used to have national demand, in that circumstance, we used to consider the transportation. We used to fix the transportation by means of considering the level of demand related with either locally or regionally or nationally, just like that. So once if we used to have a demand with reference to the internal level, then we used to utilize domestic airways. If we used to have this international level, we used to have demand, then we used to utilize the international airways to shift the commodities from the place of production to the place of consumption where we used to have demand in international places. Then next comes warehousing. In case of warehousing, storage is necessary under 2 conditions. One is when production is seasonal but consumption is perennial, and number 2 when production is continuous and consumption is seasonal. So in these 2 circumstances, we are in need of warehousing facility to store the commodity and prevent the commodity from different sources. In this case, it involves holding and preserving of goods between the time of their production and the use it facilitates steady flow of commodities to markets throughout the year. Storage function is made effectively through the establishment of warehouses. It tends to adjust the supply of demand so as to equalize them in the interest of the manufacturers, middlemen and customers. Just like that, here there are different types of warehouses. Number 1 is a private warehouse. Number 2, public warehouse. Number 3, bonded warehouse. Next one is specialty warehouse. And the last one is refrigerated warehouse. So based on the nature of the commodity, we are supposed to fix which type of warehouse we are in need of to protect the product from different sources. That means if it is a perishable commodity, we can choose any type of warehouse. If it is a perishable commodity, we are supposed to take up a refrigerated warehouse. If it is a normal product, whatever be the warehouse, we can store it between the demand time and the usage time. Next, we used to see the facilitating functions. In case of facilitating function, we used to see the 4 types, namely financing. Number 1, it is one of the most important function. Here, though it is considered as an ancillary function of marketing, it is present in the credit economy which cannot be underestimated. Money or credit is the lubricant that facilitates the operation of the marketing machine as a modern marketing which requires vast resources. It facilitates increase in the volume of sales, goodwill of the consumers, enhancement of credit worthiness, etc. throughout the year. And the business requires various types of finance required by short-term, medium-term and long-term finance throughout different financial institutions. So based on the scale of business or nature of business, they used to depend on different sources through which the financial institutions are giving. In that circumstance, based on the level, they used to avail either it is a short-term related with the period of say 1 year or 12 months, medium term say 2 to 5 years, or it may be a long-term finance which may rank from 5 to 10 years or 15 years. So in that circumstance, the different sources of finance may be availed from the different financial institutions which is availed by the manufacturers to balance the financial condition. Next comes risk taking. There are innumerable risks which our marketing enterprise has to bear in the process of marketing of the goods. It refers to uncertainty about the consumer's purchases resulting from the creation and marketing of goods and services that consumers may purchase in the future condition. And also, risk made due to social hazards such as theft, war, bad debts, losses due to perils of the sea, flood, etc. And these risks may be overcome by careful handling by insuring with the insurance companies, the firms. Next one is standardization. Here in case of standardization, which involves producing goods and predetermined specifications, it ensures that product offerings meet established quality and quantity. It helps in achieving uniformity and consistency in the output of the product. Market information. So for each and every business, this market information is very, very essential in order to know the current trend with reference to the market. Either they used to have more demand for the product or less demand or no demand, etc. So in that circumstance, this market information is the reason function added to the marketing aspect, functions of marketing. So modern marketing requires a lot of information accurately, adequately and promptly. It makes the seller knows when to sell, at what price to sell, who are the competitors, etc. Its proper analysis has led to marketing research, which has now become an independent branch of marketing. It involves sales counseling, after sales service, handling the customers or consumers' compliance and adjustments, etc. Let us see classification of markets. On the basis of different approaches of markets have been classified into various types. Wise. Number 1, on the basis of area, on the basis of nature of goods, economic view. Next one, transaction, regulations, time, volume and importance. Let us see one by one. Number 1 is on the basis of geographical area. In that, there are different segments wise. Number 1 is family market. When exchange of goods and services are confined within a family or close members of a family, such a market is called as a family market. These markets existed during village economy. Next one is local market. Participation of both the buyers and sellers belonging to a local area or areas maybe in a town or village is called as a local market. The demands are limited in this type of markets. For example, perishable goods like fruits, fish, vegetables, etc. such as markets are disappearing because of the efficient system of transportation, communication, etc. Even then, in many villages, such markets exist nowadays also. Next one is national market. A certain type of commodities has demand throughout the country. Hence, it is used as a national market. Today, the goods from one corner can reach the other corner with ease as communication and transportation facilities are developed, as well as in India. This creates a national major for almost for all the products. Next one is international market, which is otherwise called as world market. This world or international market is one that the buyers and sellers of goods are from different countries. Here, that is involvement of the buyers and sellers beyond the boundaries of a nation. Next one is urban market and rural markets. Urban market are those located in cities or towns primarily, which is entering to the needs of elite consumers. Rural markets are located in villages, as these markets are unique in many respects, as well as which is considered as highly potential. Now, let us see the second category, which is on the basis of commodities or goods. Here, this commodities or goods market has been categorized into different segments wise. Number one is commodity market. Here, in case of commodity market, where the goods are produced and the goods or consumption of goods are bought and sold. Here, commodity markets are subdivided into again different categories wise: produce exchange market, manufactured goods markets, and bullion market. Let us see what is the produce exchange market. It is an organized market where commodities or goods or agricultural produce are bought and sold on wholesale basis. Here, wholesale basis means they used to buy the quantities in larger volume. Then, generally, it deals with a single commodity which is regulated and controlled by certain government rules, which has been considered to be wheat exchange market of Kanpur, the cotton exchange market of Bombay, etc. Here, this particular markets are considered to be a commodity exchange market which deals with agricultural commodities. Next one is manufactured goods market. Here, this market used to deals with manufactured goods, which is called as leather goods, manufactured machineries, or it may be related with furniture product, etc. See here, the leather exchange market at Kanpur is an example of the same. Next one is bullion market. Here, which deals with the purchase and sale of valuable metals like gold, silver, bonds, etc. Here, in this case of bullion, which is made in Mumbai, Calcutta, Kanpur, etc., are example of such markets which deals with the stock exchange markets. Next one is capital market. New or going concerns need finance at every stage. Their financial needs met by capital markets, which are of three types, namely money market, foreign exchange market, and stock market. Here, now let us see what is the money market. It is a type of market where short-term securities are exchanged between the buyers and sellers. It provides short-term and very short-term finance to industries, banks, government agencies, and the financial intermediaries. Next one is foreign exchange market. It is an international market. This type of markets helps the exporters and the importers in converting their currencies into foreign currencies or converting the foreign currencies into Indian currencies. Next one is stock market. This market deals with where the sale and purchase of shares, debentures, bonds, etc. of the companies which are dealt with, which is known as a securities market. Stock exchange market of Mumbai, Calcutta, Chennai, etc. are example of such type of stock markets. Next category is on the basis of economics. Here, on the basis of economics, we already know what is meant by that is it is related with perfect market and imperfect market. Let us see what is a perfect market. Here, perfect market are those markets which are economically plausible only where demand and the supply factors are imperfect harmony. So here, a market is said to be perfect if it satisfies the following conditions. Number one, large number of buyers and sellers are there. Prices should be uniform throughout the market. Number three, buyers and sellers have a perfect knowledge of the market. Goods can be moved from one place to another without any restrictions, and the goods are identical in nature, and which is remembered that such type of markets are considered to be a rare in type. Next one is imperfect market. Here, this market where some kind of small adjustments or in demand and supply is experienced.
So such type of markets when products are similar but identical, prices are not uniform, there is lack of communication, and there are restrictions with reference to the commodities of goods and services which have been bought and sold. Next category is on the basis of transaction. So here there are two markets wise. Number one is spot market and future market. Spot market is a market which is a part of an organized market such as a commodity exchange. So in such markets, goods are exchanged and physical delivery of goods have been taken place immediately. That means the purchasers used to purchase the commodity and get back the cash by the seller, and automatically they used to deliver the commodity immediately. It is called as a spot market. Next one is future market. It is a counterpart of a spot market in which the contracts are made over the period of delivery, and the delivery or the dealing and settlement takes place in different days, and the physical delivery of goods takes place in future. The next one is on the basis of regulation. So here it is divided into two, namely regulated and unregulated market. In case of a regulated market, the type of market which are organized, controlled and regulated by statutory measures. The examples of stock exchanges of Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, etc. Produce exchanges and stock exchanges are example of such markets. Next one is unregulated market. In case of unregulated market, or an unregulated market is a market which is not supposed to have any statutory measures, is called as an unregulated market. These markets are uncontrollable in any particular factor, and it is free market where there is no control with regard to price, quality, commission, or it may be related to any particular restrictions, and the demand and supply determine the price of the goods. Next comes on the basis of time. Here it has been categorized into three, namely very short period market, short period market, long period market. Number one is very short period market, which is purely related with perishable commodities. It means the existence of the market for a day and at a particular place. It started in a village economy but exists even today. Markets which deal in perishable commodities like fruits, milk, vegetables, etc. are called as a very short period market. There is no change in the supply of goods, and the price is determined on the basis of demand. Next one is short period market. Here it is otherwise called as a weekly market or a fair, trade fair. Here it is a center for local trade in which the prominent in village economy where perishables and consumables are sold. In certain goods, supply is adjusted to meet the demand. The demand is greater. Such markets are known as a short period market. Then next one is long period market. It is a market which deals with durable goods or durable commodities where the goods and services is spent for a longer period of usages. It is a market which paved the way which is related to the present retail market, is called as a long period market. Next, let us see on the basis of volume of business. It has been again categorized into two, namely a wholesale market and a retail market. Wholesale market is a market where goods and services are supplied in bulk quantity or in larger quantities to the dealers or retailers. The goods and services are not sold to the customers directly. In this case, wholesalers are the suppliers and the retailers are the buyers. Next one is retail market. In this retail market, the goods are purchased from the producer or wholesaler and sold in turn to the customers in smaller quantities by the retailers. This market is the last link in the channel or the chain of distribution of commodities from the manufacturer to the ultimate consumers. Next step is on the basis of importance. Here on the basis of importance, the primary market and secondary market, and the last category is terminal market. Number one, primary market. The primary producers of farm sell their output of products to this type of markets to wholesalers or the consumers. Such markets can be found in villages and mostly from the products which arrive from villages. Next comes secondary market. In this market, the semi-finished goods have been marketed. Here the finished goods are not in sales process. Here in this case, the products or the commodities arrive from other markets, and the dealings of the commodities with the wholesalers or between wholesalers and retailers. The last one is terminal market. Here in this case of a terminal market, which is considered to be the site that serves as an assembly and trading place for commodities in metropolitan area. For agricultural commodities, these are usually at new major transportation hubs. It is the market where the final product is the ultimate consumers as raw products or in value added forms. Next, let us see what are the objectives of marketing. The main objects of marketing is to satisfy the human needs or the wants of the consumers, to enable profit maximization with reference to the sellers or between the manufacturers or the entrepreneurs, then to develop the market. Next one is to make effective utilization of the products by the consumers, to find sources, whether the information of the market problems, and to take appropriate actions in the or the interactions in the course of actions in the process of buying and selling. Next comes importance of marketing. There are certain points which is considered to be the importance of marketing, where it enables the marketer to know the taste and preferences of the consumers accordingly, to mark the product as a result, where they are able to sell the products easily. Number two, it fulfills the needs of the buyers by giving them what they want, and the buyers get their money's worth for their products or commodities. Next comes innovations in marketing is between the buyer superior commodity at affordable prices. Next comes marketing today becomes and developed to such extent that the buyer are able to get their international, which has to be the brands at their doorsteps. Next point is, in the past, the buyers who are supposed to buy what was available, and the growth of the marketing has now becomes the buyers are supposed to have more alternatives. The buyers are now in a position to sell the products at the best from among the many alternatives or many competitive products. Next comes, it has been eliminated, outdated or obsolete products over the years has been updated to the technology in the tune with their needs or preferences. Next comes, it helps the marketers in the matter of selection of right promotional tool, and also guides the manufacturers in selecting the correct channel of distribution for their products, which reaches the hands of the consumers or the buyers. Next comes, marketing provides employment opportunities to many, and the brokers, commission agents or operators, salesmen, copywriters and others who are engaged in the process of marketing. Then marketing, which has been converted yesterday's luxuries into today's necessities. Here, goods are where once considered beyond the reach of the common man, or which is considered to be the common household items nowadays. Now finally, we'll conclude the classification of marketing functions as discussed is based on the traditional approach to the study of marketing, even though we used to have different technological developments in the field of marketing. These functions formed the cornerstone subsidiary in nature for any marketing activity to achieve the goals of the organization. They have a direct relationship with the marketing process and treated as an essential function in order to distribute the products from the ultimate producers to the consumers whenever the need arises according to their requirements. Thank you.